Yes, you guys read that right. I soloed sword fights on the heights on elites, and dude, it's been a struggle. I've lost many times, but I figured it out. I got a system down, and I think the method I used, I could probably beat almost every other map on Elite 2. So I'll show you guys. I'm not the first one to beat sword fights on the heights, right? You know, like there was this guy, right? You know, he beat on easy mode, and then there was this guy, he beat on intermediate mode, but nobody has done it on elite mode, and I am the one. I'm the one that beat it on elite mode. I was the first, and today I'll be showing you guys how I did that. So first things first, we're gonna start off with the barracks, right? And you just put down 2 barracks, level 0. Don't upgrade them, don't touch them, don't place anything else down. Just put down 2 barracks, and it is very important that you never skip, right? You want the rounds to play out for as long as they possibly can, so your scouts can clean up anything that comes by. If you keep skipping, then they will overpower your scouts, and then you will lose. So essentially what you're doing right now for the first couple of waves is you want to just save your money for your artillery, and then you gotta put it in this very specific spot, right? This square right here, because it can actually, there's a small crevice that can actually make it so that the artillery can shoot the very front of the map, and that is kind of important for taking out big hordes, so your barracks can actually clean up the rest, right? So as you can see, that small crevice is allowing me to take out that large group of zombies, and then now the rest of the time I can focus on hitting the chains. So now you want to get your artillery to a 3-1, right? And that will basically, it's a nice level to leave your artillery at for a little bit. Now you want to put down the rest of your barracks, and you want to upgrade your barracks. So just slowly over time, don't worry about maxing them out too much, right? And make sure you gotta micro that artillery. It is very important that you micro that artillery all the time, all the time, right? It is very important. If you miss a single shot, that could lose you a game. I know a couple games I've missed a couple shots, and that costed me the entire game. So it is important that you learn how to micro it, and you do it all the time. So now you just slowly want to upgrade your barracks. You know, don't worry about maxing them out, and then just constantly micro the artillery. Now your goal is to get the artillery to a 4-2. That will kind of tuck you in at night, right? It will make sure, you know, you sleep good, and it does the most cost-effective damage that it possibly can. Always aim to the front, always, you know, try to hit something with it, and then just slowly upgrade your barracks. And I'm mainly getting the top path of the barracks because this mode has a lot of hidden zombies. I know it was just nerfed a couple days ago, but there's still a lot of hidden zombies. So you want to make sure you get those top path upgrade. And I got one bottom path upgrade for, you know, because I kind of like the guy with the rocket launcher and the flamethrower. You know, this is pretty cool. But if you want to get all of them on the top path, you can. So now what I'm doing is I'm constantly microing. I'm slowly upgrading the barracks, and you always just want to micro that to the front, so you can, you know, you pop the multipliers, right? You can take out the hordes. You can do damage early. You know, it's very important that you always micro this artillery. So now, as I upgrade these barracks, your next goal is to save up for a juggernaut, and there's a very specific spot you got to put the juggernaut, and it's right there, like on that small little place you can put down a juggernaut, and you want to get into a 4-2 bottom path upgrade. Remember, hiddens will come out, so it is very important that you get that bottom path upgrade. So you want to put him here because, you know, you want to get the jump, right? You want to deal as much damage as you possibly can before the zombies get to the main area where you're gonna put the rest of your defense down. So you max out your artillery, right? And you don't gotta worry about it anymore. It will fire on its own, and you gotta target it to random, because if you put it at first, it won't catch all the hordes. It will just only hit the things at the front, and the things in the back, they will group up, and it will cause you a lot of, you know, it's just better to leave it at random. So now we're gonna put down the rest of our juggernauts on this area, and you gotta make sure your placement is on point, because if you mess up, then you can't put it down another juggernaut, and that's gonna cost you a lot of damage, right? So you one at a time, you max a juggernaut, right? And then you put down your EDJ, get the bottom pass, so the rest of your upgrades for your rest of your juggernauts are pretty cheap, right? So I'm making sure that I have space to put down my other juggernauts, and I max them out one by one. You need to do as much damage in that small area as much as possible, right? So I put that John there so I can save the spot for him later, and then, you know, like, I don't have to worry about, you know, putting a John down and then not having the ability. So I put down my other EDJ now, and then I have the fire rate buff, and I'm putting down another juggernaut. Remember, you have to max out your juggernauts. I know it's gonna take a long time. I know you really want to skip, but you just gotta chill. You just gotta chill. Let the rounds play out. and just max out your Juggernauts. So now the Plague Doctor is coming out. I'm gonna slow down the gameplay so I can give you like a real step by step of like what I did. So now I'm kind of just putting down as many Johns as I possibly can, because you need to stall him. You need to give yourself as much time as possible to finish off all the zombies that are coming out, right? So you can see I'm trying to put down Johns everywhere, like in that little mountain area. I'm just putting them out everywhere, and you remember to put down more Juggernauts, right? And you know, as long as you have like a lot of, you know, bottom path Juggernauts to take care of, you know, all these hiddens, you could put down a couple of top paths, right? But I'm putting down another bottom path just to be safe, right? So look, even though the Plague Doctor is killing my Johns there, I'm putting down more as much as I possibly can. Remember, I need this to go out for as long as possible. I need all those zombies to come out, so whenever he comes around, I'm dealing as much damage as I possibly can. So here he comes. I'm trying to put more Johns down, and it's like this map kind of sucks for placements, but you just gotta find any space you possibly can to put down more Johns, so it can stall the boss for as long as possible, right? And by this time, I'm kind of just relaxing. I'm not really too stressed, right? I know I kind of have it in the bag right now. All the other fodder zombies are gone. It's just me and the Plague Doctor. So I'm putting down this other Juggernaut right here, and I'm getting the top path because it's more cost effective, right? I can actually afford the top path upgrade, all right? And that zombie right there, that specific zombie, can actually, you know, cost you the game because he has no he has bullet resistance, right? But you know, I have so many Juggernauts, it doesn't really matter. But I'm talking too much. All right, so look, it's the end game now. I'm pretty relaxed. I got nothing worried about. I'm maxing out this genre right here so I can get the damage buff, and I'm gonna keep that. Never mind, I'm not gonna keep the artillery. So I get the John ability and I activate my EDJ ability at the same time, so I'm doing as much damage as I possibly can. And honestly, like right now, like I have it in the bag. He's almost half HP. Like I'm good. He's you know, he still hasn't, you know, gone to the bulk of my Juggernauts. So he actually heals himself right there, which kind of scared me a little bit. But you know, just relax, It's just you and him. There's nothing else that you gotta worry about. Just make sure if your things ever get low, sell them, put another one down. You know, I used the John ability again, and then yeah, I pretty much have it. I put down another EDJ just to clean up. But other than that, that's it. That's how you beat sword fights on the heights on Elite. It's easy as that.